I'm Slash, and welcome back to HiddenBlocks, the series where we take a look at the cut content in gaming and see what it would have been like in the final version. Where today, the cut content we're talking about just so happens to be an entire game, because it was cancelled and doesn't exist and stuff. Having played the first 3 Mega Man games over and over again growing up, it freaking blew my mind when Mega Man 11 was announced, because I realized that 1, I somehow missed 7 games and 131 non-main series titles, and 2, we were gonna get our first taste of classic Mega Man in 8 years. But I feel like everyone seems to overlook the one game that was extremely hyped up and teased following the release of Mega Man 10. The game that was originally supposed to take classic Mega Man to the next level, but that somehow vanished without a trace. So today on HiddenBlocks, we're going to be taking a look at Mega Man Universe. Right off the bat, Mega Man Universe was going to be a very, very different type of Mega Man game. One that was way more, this than all of the others. I honestly can't tell what I'm looking at. Mega Man just appears in this kid's room and starts blowing everything up. Also, Ryu, Arthur, and quite possibly the best addition of all, Bad Box Art Mega Man, were all here as well. All the while, this kid is just sitting there watching and tripping balls the entire time, and then, Mega Man Universe. Your world, megafied. Believe it or not, this was actually the game's reveal trailer, and also one that, as you can probably tell, didn't exactly show a lot about the game itself. So what did the game play like, asked everyone on the internet, to which Inafune responded, I don't know. In all seriousness though, Mega Man Universe was going to be a game based around the setting, physics, and items of Mega Man 2, except purely based around players building their own levels. The first 3 characters officially revealed were Mega Man, a stylized take on the original sprite, Rockman, based on the original Japanese design, and my personal favorite, Bad Box Art Mega Man, being a Mega Man made out of bad box art. But it didn't end there with the characters, because it was later announced that the game was going to have a customization feature, where you could put any body of all of the Robot Masters on any Mega Man, which sounded freaking awesome, because who wouldn't want to make whatever this thing is? Except replace the Met with Bad Box Art Mega Man's head, and you've got me sold. One thing I really liked about the initial concept was the art style, being a mixture of 3D and 2D elements that also had an obscure comedic feel to it. It honestly looked really unique and memorable, kind of like WarioWare, except without the Wario, or the Ware. The demo for the game even had some preset custom characters, like the aforementioned Metman, Chopman, which was literally just Mega Man's head on Metal Man, and Gustman, which was just Rock with Airman's arms and legs. Not the body though, they forgot to put that part in for some reason. As far as the level editor went, you could use it to do things like create levels, make stages, and even make levels. Extensive options aside, I mean I really can't get more descriptive than that. It's like a Mega Man powered up Clam Jam Mario Maker until... oh. Someone already made it. Alright, well, glad I don't have to finish that analogy. But as far as gameplay goes, that's pretty much all we got out of this game. It would go on to be shown at various gaming conventions and shows, and then Capcom being Capcom, forgot it existed completely and told no one until 1 year later in February that the game was indeed still a thing and had changed a lot since it was previously shown. And the month after that, Capcom officially announced that the project had been cancelled, assuming that the major changes they previously talked about involved deleting the entire game, and Keiji Inafune leaving the company to revive the Blue Bomber himself. Gee, I wonder how that one worked out.
It's friggin' cool.
Oh yeah, it didn't. Aside from Inafune making a Mega Man fanfiction, the developers never really gave a reason for its cancellation, which means speculation time. One theory I can make right off the bat is that the game looked very unfinished, with some models looking like placeholders and some enemies not having animations. It's pretty clear that the game was pretty early in development when it was initially revealed, and with pretty bad feedback on the controls and art, lacking in consistency, it's not really surprising to think that Capcom would just decide to shelve the project rather than waste time making something that was already destined for failure in their eyes. I mean, Mega Man Powered Up was made 4 years earlier on the PSP, and still looked better than Universe on next-gen consoles of the time. And let's not forget this was in 2010, the same year Super Mario Galaxy 2 was released, and that game was freaking beautiful. Another thing I can see is the lack of content, as the game only featured assets from Mega Man 2, and while I love Flashman probably not as much as the next guy, there's only so much you can do with it before it starts to get boring. Had the game featured assets from all the classic Mega Man games, or heck even just the first 6, then I feel like the game would have had a lot more going for it. I don't know about you guys, but Mega Man Universe kinda reminds me of Mega Man 11 in some ways though. Like how it's a 2.5D classic Mega Man game with 2D parallax scrolling backgrounds and 3D enemies and obstacles. So it sort of makes me think that maybe some parts of Universe lived on in Mega Man 11. Yet they still managed to mess up Mega Man's walk cycle. I mean, come on, they did it right here, and even in Smash where Mega Man's run walking with determination. And here he's just like, eh. All jokes aside, if the team behind Universe dropped the game and went to work on Mega Man 11, I think that if we were to choose between an obscure and unfinished Mega Man 2 level editor versus a whole new next-gen Mega Man adventure, then I'd gladly take the latter any day. But that was Mega Man Universe, a weird 2.5D Mega Man maker of sorts with a lot of charm in my opinion, that looked like it held some potential to be great, but ultimately turned out to be left unfinished and scrapped in favor of not making another Mega Man game for 8 years. Which is kinda disappointing, because had it been made, the game looked like it was going to be something unique, something new. I mean, I definitely would have played it at least. And who knows, maybe Mega Man 11 stemmed in some way from Universe. But for now, with the Mega Man making left in the hands of a really cool fan game and 11 on the way, Mega Man Universe probably had at least somewhat of an impact on some other games, and probably many games to come. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below, or you can comment a suggestion for the next episode. And as always, for more content, semi-weekly-ish sometimes, don't forget to smash that squishy red subscribe button for more episodes of Hidden Blocks and other content of the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be back in a flash.